For all Israelis, October the 7th was a tragedy, but those who came in direct contact with the terrorists suffered untold horrors. The Golan family, Eli, a doctor, Ariel, a social worker, and Yael, a kindergarten student, lived in Kfar Aza, an Israeli town about half a mile from the Gaza border and one of the most affected communities during the assault. The family was severely burned by Hamas gunmen inside their own home. Eli's brother, Eviatar, spoke to the media line.
Beginning, initially, they talked about the bombing and shelling, but it very rapidly changed to gunfires and machine guns. So we knew there is an infiltration of a brutal terrorist attack there. And around 1 p.m., they sent us a message, gruesome, chilling message, saying, "Pray for us, we love you all, and goodbye."
The terrorists attempted several times to open the door of the bomb shelter in which the Golan family was hiding in order to slaughter them as they did to many other civilians living at the kibbutz.
They fought them so hard and they managed to hold the door. Somehow, I don't know how they did it. And the terrorists took people outside, started shooting them, and they never went outside. So they took a spare tire from the car, from one of the cars there, burnt it, sent it into the house, and tried to smoke them out. They stayed there in that, gruesome, a gruesome ordeal, gruesome room with cooked alive and unable to breathe as long as they could, and I guess they find a way to, or they took an advantage of a short period of time that no one was there or something like that. We're not really sure, and they went out. And somehow they managed to go out and ran to hide from one spot to another, hiding from the bullets. And they managed to escape this hell on earth.
After surviving the living hell for many hours, the family of 3 arrived at the Sheba hospital near Tel Aviv to receive urgent medical treatment.
Unfortunately, the parents and the child got severe burns and were very critically ill. And thankfully, the child is getting better and she's improving. And we woke her up and she's communicating with her family.
The baby and my brother-in-law are doing better. They're waking up. My sister, she's still bad.
Yael is being treated at the pediatric intensive care department of the hospital, which has been moved to an underground parking lot to protect the children from Hamas's constant rocket attacks.
We have about 20 critically ill patients that we moved down here when the war started to this sheltered protector place. So we can basically give the best care for our critical patients during the war and during missiles attacks.
I am in Sheba Hospital, the largest medical facility in Israel and the Middle East. In light of the war, the hospital has had to adapt itself to treat all the injured from the October 7th terror attack while ensuring all their patients are safe, while rockets are flying dangerously nearby.
The hospital is always busy and we're always drilling for these types of situations, so we're not surprised. We are always prepared. The hospital, though, is under pressure, to take care of a lot of people who have been badly injured, whether they're civilians or soldiers, and it makes no difference if they're Jewish or Arab because the terrorists didn't distinguish.
Sheba Hospital received about 300 victims of Hamas's attack and is preparing for any future scenario as the war continues.
As you know, there are still many kidnapped children back in Gaza. And I hope when we get them discharged from the hostile Hamas, I hope they will be in good condition, but we are prepared for any scenario.
As both the north and the south of the country are under attack, pregnant women from those areas are afraid to give birth in their local hospitals. Facing overflow in this department, the Sheba hospital found a way to release mothers only 24 hours after giving birth so that they can receive more patients.
We go to the women and the baby. We check the baby at home, take all the blood checks and the things that are necessary. And then we have a doctor that see the results and tell them what to do.
In these difficult times, Israelis have shown a spirit of resilience and goodwill to help their fellow citizens with donations, open homes, and even efforts to put a smile on the face of those who are suffering.
We come usually on Fridays to sing to sick people with cancer, children with cancer, and right now we're not like used to seeing so much young people are hurt, things that we've never seen before, people hurt in such horrific ways, like burns, like people were burned alive. That's terrible, and the least we can do is come and we sing to them or their favorite songs, and we do like what we can do. We are an amazing country and we're gonna stay strong, and that's it.
From the Sheba Hospital in central Israel, this is Debbie Monblad reporting for the Media Line.